Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Christmas is only a week away! But this beer has nothing to do with Christmas, so why am I wearing this Santa hat? We're going completely different. This is Anchorage Brewing Company. Let's go! India Pale Ale, not double IPA. And the label, I think this is more of a Halloween beer. It's like a werewolf and a vampire. Looks like a comic book cover. It's pretty cool. Art by 𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗏. So we get in the IPA glass here, and yep, that is a pretty hazy beer. You know, it looks like a glass of unfiltered orange juice. Yeah, pretty big. Actually, kind of a small, relatively speaking, white, foamy, soapy head. And you can see it's mostly dissipated by now. Although I will say, that smell, I'm not a huge fan of hazy IPAs, this whole trend, but they smell great, I will say. So it is just all tropical fruit and citrus. It smells like orange juice or tangerine, pink grapefruit, passion fruit or guava. You know, just all those tropical and citrus fruits. You know, it reminds me of like, you know, the old school Stone IPAs from 10, 15 years ago. The thing about the hazy IPAs or New England IPAs, as they originally were called, is that, you know, they would smell very citrusy and tropical, but then they would have a grassy, spicy flavor. So, is that going to happen with this beer? Let's find out. Cheers. Yep. Big tropical fruit, big citrus fruit flavors up front. I don't think I would go as far as to call it sweet. It's just these fruity flavors, all coming from the hops, by the way. And then as it goes down, I start to get, you know, a little bit of like a spicy, herbal, earthy, grassy kind of taste. Actually, and the bitterness is fairly low. That's the thing about hazy IPAs is that, you know, they're meant to be, you know, a hop showcase, not so much the IBUs, but just the flavor and the aroma. Yeah, so this is not all that bitter. In fact, if I was drinking this blind, I might mistake it for a pale ale because it's, I don't know, I'd probably say it's probably about 30 IBUs instead of, you know, the average. I mean, so it's usually a 10-to-1, you know, IBU to ABV, and this is 6.4, so you would think 64 IBUs, but no, to me this seems like 30 to 40. Pretty big tropical and citrus fruit flavors up front. It is not, again, this is only a single IPA, which seems to be pretty rare these days. Yeah, so it's not like a big, huge punch you in the face type of palate, and it certainly doesn't have the alcohol complexity, you know, or intensity, I should say. Just, you know, nice, fruity, you know, the whole cornucopia of tropical and citrus fruits there. The whole produce section, I should say. Yeah, and then the aftertaste is, it's not nearly as like grassy and spicy as like the old school hazy IPAs like Heady Topper or something like that. Like it's real faint on here. It finishes, I will say the hops linger, so it has kind of a dry finish, almost starchy, I guess you could call it. 6.4 ABV, not picking up on the alcohol at all. I mean, 6.4 really isn't that strong. By the way, I got this on Tavour. Link in the description below. Use my code. You get $10 off your first purchase. And you can get beers from Alaska. Like, you know, I would never be able to, in a million years, get a beer from Alaska in Florida at the store. So, yeah, check out Tavour. Link in the description below. I just realized I didn't rate this thing yet. So let me take one last sip here. You know, now that I think about it, the body really isn't that big. It's like medium tops. In fact, it actually feels a little thinner than it should be. Carbonation is probably about moderate. But again, you know, it has that, you know, pretty smooth, borderline creamy texture. I don't know if I go as far as say creamy. But anyway, so for the rating for Let's Go, it's good. It's not amazing me. I've had better hazy IPAs, better IPAs in general. So I mean, it's fine. But I think in like 3.75, maybe 4 out of 5, that is. You know, so it just doesn't like blow my mind, and I just feel like, I hate to say it, like with hazy IPAs, kind of, you know, like they all have like basically the same recipe. So if you've had one, you've had them all. But yeah, this one was good. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.